I always felt, you know, physical and fitness and health is the foundation of a man. Like, because once again, you build those foundations from consistency, the way you eat, your discipline, your ambition. It shows in your physique, and the way you train yourself and the way you look as a man. That shows how you gonna work. That's how you grind. How you know what I'm saying, respect yourself. It speaks volumes. Yeah, and I feel like that's more important money, because the way you come and structure into the money, is game changing. When they try to go backwards, that's when they want to cheat and do steroids, blow their heart up. Like, that ain't real. You ain't put the real work in. Yeah, when you come from the seed with that dedication, and then you get the money, you a whole different superhero.
Yeah, you know, and also it's like, how do I put it? It changes. It's like I talk to a lot of guys who got money, right? And they're not in shape. And there's an insecurity about it. You know, they may not say it, they still might be boisterous to the public, but they'll pull me aside and they'll be like, oh man, I just got, you know what I'm saying? And there's something that's fucking with them, right? Maybe they feel like their girl is with them for
because of money.
Or maybe even not just because of money. Maybe she still, because they have redeeming qualities outside of that, right? But it might be, he knows they're settling, right? Especially if it's a bad, right? Like, they're settling, you know what I'm saying? So they want to change it, right? Even with all the money, it's like they still want that, right? You know?
Yeah, for sure. It is mandatory. On top of that, the confidence you build of knowing I am a good looking man, I made myself this. When you get the money, now women, you gonna treat them a little different. Yeah, like, baby, you want me for overall. It ain't just this. You ain't thinking that.
Well, then you every girl's dream,
of course.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
They run into a problem now because they're not the catch, they're not the prize. We are. Yeah. Now they get upset. Now they want to be. Because it's reality. You always pick up anyway. You're always gonna pick the guy that's up there anyway. But if you up there and you like and this with the money,
if they're not settling, right? They're not settling for the fat rich guy.
The guy that's the oddball. You looking, you know what I'm saying, like an odd couple. Yeah, like, you're not selling for that. Now it's different.
Now it's like you literally are kind of the prize, right?
By far, you know what I'm saying? Close. It's not even close, like, brother.
Legit, literally, and I don't mean that in the. You know, because that shit is kind of, that terminology gets used a lot in like red pill circles, and I don't necessarily mean it like that.
We ain't belittling nobody. It's just reality.
It's just like, dope. You got like, you are in great shape.
Yes,
right. You got your mind right. You strong mentally, and you got money. Right. You know, it's like, that's literally what every girl dreams of.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not dreaming about having the fat rich guy.
Right. She did not dream of that as a kid.
And she's not dreaming about having the guy in shape who's broke.
Right. And then they always say, I want the provider, which I get. See, they take one piece of the Bible. That's the only thing they ever say. In the Bible says that. You ain't look at all the other stuff in the Bible. They say how a woman should be and how a family should be, and you should be as a person. You still lying, cheating, stealing, but you want that little piece. You can't rely on that because you're not giving all the rest of the components. That's where they fuck up at when they mess with a person that got high level intelligence, physical fitness, and the money. Now they locked in, and they can't get out of it.
You know, and also they change up. Right, so you know, sometimes when I go on some of those other podcasts, like my homies, Fresh and Fit, those the homies, man, and when I see, not Fresh and Myron, but you know, I see the dynamic where guys they're trying to get girls to do this, or they're trying to, like if you was really that dude, she would want to do that. Like you wouldn't have to. I don't have to tell my girls to, hey man, don't go on girls trips, or like don't.
She know better.
It's like she wouldn't even.
Why would she do that?
Why would she risk that
ever?
You know what I'm saying? Why would she risk that? What's she gonna do? Go back?
So that's why I always tell them guys from the rip, like, make sure you got yourself in order. You want to chase the money for sure. Yeah. But make sure you know who you are. Make sure you witty. Make sure you funny. Make sure you got knowledge. Make sure you know how to dress. Be everything. Be that superhero you wanted to be as a kid. Yeah. Be that guy. Yeah. Just don't have the money, bro. You at a disadvantage. You see all these guys, the richest women ever got it from divorce. Yeah. Like, so you want to get all this money and lose your bag? For what?
Nah.
Hell no.
Because you know it's weird. You know, they don't. Yeah, I guess these guys don't get prenups or what. I'm not sure what happens, man. But you got to keep the leverage.
You got to keep that leverage.
You got to keep that leverage because she needs to be. If you don't have a prenup, man, it's like she's not incentivized to work it out with your mother. Man,
Right.
she's incentivized to leave. She's gonna get paid millions of dollars to leave.
Having kids with
You
you,
know
and all
what I'm
that, she gonna run off on you. And,
Chill out.
like I say, man, like I come from a different side, and I get the community of the people the nerd community, because the nerds run the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's a revenge of the nerds right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And salute them. You know what I'm saying? But if you come in like how I hear about you, he's already a cool guy before you got money.
Yeah.
So we at a disadvantage because most of us don't play in game. The guys that was cool in high school, they been getting and all that. They burn out by the time they get to college.
Yeah.
When they get out of the playing sports, like what I'm gonna do? Reality,
You
the
gotta figure
nerd
this
done
shit
got you.
out. Yeah.
So like I had to look at it from different perspectives because I've been this guy since 7th grade. Thank God I went all the way through. So when I hear them, I'm like, I don't get that. But majority of the people are those guys.
They had different experience. They had different experience with women, right? So if you, I'm just saying, if you are the man, then I've never had an adversarial relationship with females, right? It's always been cool.
I have no hatred for them. They did whatever I wanted my whole life.
You know what I'm
so they
saying?
be having rich, and I be like, I ain't never had a problem. You know what I'm saying? And the ones
that doing this, like I never.
The ones that are not for me, they know not to come at me.
Yeah,
you're not. I'm the one.
Yeah,
you better come right when you come to me, or we don't get along. God bless you.
You don't even, and you don't even have to say it.
No,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like they're excited to start acting right. You know
for sure.
They and a lot of times, man, it'd be the dude, right? Like, cause check it out. If you aren't keeping the promises you make to yourself, if you out here, you're supposed to be getting in shape, and then maybe you say it even, or she sees you trying to get in shape, but she sees you falling off of your diet. She sees you out here, breaking the promises you make to yourself. You skipping workouts. She sees you not working hard, right? Then she don't trust you, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna trust you.
Yeah, you got to be a man of your word. You got to stand on it. You got to be disciplined.
And that's gonna spark fear in her.
Facts.
Right? And then she's gonna start acting crazy.
Yeah.
Because she's not gonna feel like she's safe, right? To let you lead.
Right.
Because you're not even leading yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like you're not even leading yourself down the right path. So how's she gonna feel safe under those circumstances? And it's a subconscious thing. It's not something she's teaching.
Yeah.
She's thinking. I'm sorry. It's like some evolutionary, right? Like she's gonna be like, oh, this mother is
over
out
time
here fucking around,
Yeah.
and then that's when she's gonna start testing you. You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna get out of pocket because she don't trust you.
Yeah, she don't trust
She don't trust you as a man,
value
not
anymore.
trust you gonna fuck but I mean like trust you as a man,
as a leader.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the
Why
leader.
should she?
Facts. And if you, like I said, you have to be a man of respect, a man of morals and integrity. And even if you are doing things like having other women, you must be a man enough to tell them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do that.
Yeah, like, baby, I fuck with you. I got some I'm fucking on the side. I'm just fucking them. I ain't gonna treat them like you. And if I do, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
But it's us. Home is gonna be taken care of.
If that's what you want to do, then that's cool, man. Like I'm not like a strong proponent of that.
Right.
Just because yo, man, like having a whole roster of women, it's
Yeah, what's the danger?
it's not getting you to the bag.
Right.
Like you're not getting money. You know what I'm saying? It's
explain
like,
that to 'em, champ.
well, just check it out. Like think about, every woman you interact with, you got to spend some time with her, right? You got to spend some time with her, right? And the fact that's why you want to spend. That's why you want a bunch of women. You want to spend time with them doing whatever,
Right.
and that's time that you're not spending going after your real goals, your real purpose. Like it's indulgent. You know what I'm saying? So like I got a girl, but it's like I just got one girl, right? And I know a lot of guys are, live with her however you want to live. I'm not telling people what to do, but I can't see how that's advantageous when it comes to the pursuit of getting money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
For sure.
I just can't see. If anything, it's you are at a disadvantage, right? Because you don't have as much time. You can't work as hard as me.
Yeah.
You can't work as hard as me.
And then having a teammate is better than having a lot of cheerleaders.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So you got a real teammate. So that's a blessing.
Yeah.
And I always been an individual that was freelancing, right?
Yeah.
But for me, I'm real barbaric with mine. I don't go on dates. I don't pursue nothing. I'm on the gram. How did you come over? Fucking that night, get out of here. So I don't spend no time with them. You come over 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, TV aiming on, get out. I ain't no date.
Yeah.
I ain't no go on a boat and see the goddamn feed the ducks and all that.
Yeah.
I do nothing, brother.
Yeah.
I'm blessing you.
If that's how you
know
run
what
it,
I'm
that's cool.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
but don't get it misconstrued. I know ain't nothing better than having you a companion with you that's gonna grind what you believe and love you for real.
I think
that you
that's
can
better,
trust.
man.
Overall, it
personally.
is better. You know what I'm saying? I think it is a problem because I'm working on myself. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. I just do it so well that I feel like I deprived the bitches of this world that. I'm not gonna lie to you, Keto. You know what I'm saying? Because I stand up in them, champ, and they spread the word. It's feel like Genghis Khan. They must know my glory.
Yeah.
You know, so I fight with that. I be like, damn, am I here to
It's almost selfish.
Yeah,
if you don't.
I feel like I'm depriving of a top level cock. You know what I'm saying? The Homo sapiens. Like, do I cut this off? You know what I'm saying? And I just cheat them in full glory. Like they had the best dick ever in their life, coolest guy ever. I like, damn, I just give it to one. Damn, she coming up a little too goddamn much.
Well, great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, I feel like that. So it's like, I understand it, I see it, but I'm like, I probably say that. It's like all the superheroes don't have wives for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Superman, Batman, they can't have Wolverine. Always die on them. Yeah. I just feel like I'm a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a gift of my curse. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
One day, hopefully, I can sit down and be like, boom, because I get it.
Yeah.
But I be like, dog, I bless them.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, I think the easy thing to do is to fuck a bunch of bitches. And that's not me trying to talk shit about you.
It's real, brother. I'm Keep it pure. This is organically speaking.
Because it's like, it's a big sacrifice. You get what I'm saying? Like it's
big risk too.
You know, and it really just depends on what you're trying to accomplish, man. Right. You know, and if it's congruent with your goals and it's getting you there, then do it. Like I never want to tell people what to do. I want people to do whatever they want to do. Yeah. You know, it's like, but if someone's asking me for advice, it depends on the size of your goals, right? If you're not willing to sacrifice for your goals, then the goals become the sacrifice.
Yeah, because the biggest guys that's probably, you know, in wealth, they have wives.
Yeah,
that's are super successful. They have wives. The people that's out there, you know, fly and freelancing around, they go down. Yeah, you know especially black men. All our top black guys went down to.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
facts.
Listen, man, like that's
the Diddler,
bro.
Bill Cosby, Mike Tyson.
They was doing some wild.
But they going a little overboard.
They was going too hard.
Yeah, I'm just be chilling, brother.
I would have told them not to do that.
Yeah, I ain't with all that now. I be in the crib. I don't party or nothing. See, think about me. I ain't gonna lie, Keto. They call me Organic and you King Keto. That's what I'm saying. You're a fellow superhero. Yeah. So Organic, I never drank alcohol in my life.
Oh, word.
Never smoked weed. Never did a drug. I ain't got no baby moms. I got no kids. So don't get me up like I'm just a wild guy.
I did all that.
Right.
But I sacrificed it, right?
Yeah.
You know, I used to like drinking.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I used to like smoking weed. Yeah. I used to like, man, there was a time I was like 3 a day, you know.
Different
like
ones hopping. What you goddamn smearing the ranch on ranch, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I like doing that. I like one in the Dove and clean that, but go another one, put it there too, mix it up.
Nah, that's probably indicative of some mental issues that
crazy man.
I would definitely bathe in between.
Double dip in the community, man. I had a problem with that. I don't know what that was.
I definitely had a problem because when I was doing it, it wasn't like, oh man, I'm so cool. It was like, damn, yo, what's wrong with me, man? Why can't I?
Was it before you were successful?
Yeah, it was before.
Yeah, because it was an ego thing.
Yeah,
because if I could,
what it is.
Yeah, because I used to do that too. Like, because I could. I'm just like you. Like I used to go to the club, and I used to live in Minnesota this time. So it'd be Vikings players, Timberwolves players. I feel the same. I feel like
you feel like the man, right? It's like I think it is an ego thing, right? You know, I mean, straight up, it's an ego thing, and I think a lot of guys get validation from women, even though they don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it's for me, it was like just cutting out as many vices as possible, and women was a vice, right? Women, alcohol, drugs, you know, or just partying, you know, video games, whatever was like a vice. The more I cut those things out, the more room it gave me to devote to my goals.
Focus on your goals.
Right. And every time I cut a vice, I made more money.
Yeah, the biggest vice, it's going to sound crazy, but I said this on a few other podcasts, and I'm 100% dead ass serious. The biggest vice I ever cut off and I saw instant success was masturbating and watching porn. So no fap, they call it, right?
Yeah.
So I did that about 8 years ago. Okay. Same time I started my YouTube.
Yeah.
Within 3 years, I became a millionaire. And I stopped masturbating, stopped watching porn, and it gave me more time to focus all night instead of, you know, trying to find a good video.
And trying to find the right video.
You got to get the good angle now. I want that creamy now.
Mad tabs open
up. Let me see the one she really goddamn squirting on that.
And Chrome started to crash.
all type of bugs and viruses. Oh, what's wrong with my phone? So once I cut that shit out, bro, and I just focused on the grind and like, okay, once again, I did the same regimen too, waking up 5 in the morning, hitting the gym, knocking a vlog out every day, upload, then doing live streams every night, you know what I'm saying, getting $200, $300 in donations every night. I'm like, oh, I'm rich now. So like, yeah, when you cut out vices, it takes you to a whole nother plateau in life.
What it does is it gives you room, like space, both mentally and just like actual real tangible time, right? I mean, time is a mental construct, right? But I mean, it's like time you can use. You're not doing this, so you're doing something else. So you can do something else, right? But, excuse me, it also frees up like bandwidth, right? Because if you let's say weed is your vice, right? And I'm not, if you want to smoke weed, that's fine. If it works for you, then do it, right? But for me, it's like, yo, you got to get the weed, you got to find the weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's a mission, you know, like then it's money, and it's like and for me, I'm not as productive when I'm high. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's clearly when I'm high. And you know, some people are different, you know, but whatever. I'm talking about me. Right. When I was able to cut out the vices, it just gave me more room to think and more time to devote to my goals. And you know, if you can do that, man, then there's not a lot you can't accomplish. You know, there's 168 hours in every week, right? Right. Let's say you sleep 8 hours a night. That's 56 hours, right? And like, and for me, it's, you know, I got to put in 80 hours of work a week, or else I feel like I'm not even trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, that leaves you with 32 hours left, right? You know, but you still got time to do other, but then you got to bathe and, you know, you got to do other, but it's like, how effectively are you using those hours? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I got to get the most out of these hours. So I didn't even, it wasn't even like I'm trying to stop devices. I was so serious about the goals that it was like a crowd out. Does that make sense? It was like, there was no time to do the, and then what happens is the cravings go away.
For sure. It takes time.
Yeah. And you know why you like mad bitches, right?
Yeah, help me out, brother.
You know, it's because, so there's this thing, man, like is dopamine. It makes you chase things.
Facts.
Dopamine makes you chase things. And there's never going to, one of the things that sparks dopamine is novelty. Right. So a new chick, even if she's not as bad,
it's always better.
It's always going to be better.
Of course.
Right. It's going to spark the dopamine. Even if it's not like really better. Right.
It's just
you know
new.
what I'm saying?
It's
just the newness. Right. And so it's, what happens is we get addicted to that. Especially someone who doesn't have other vices, right? Because if you have that kind of personality, or just if you're a human, it's going to manifest itself some way, right?
Question.
So I deliberately try to not get dopamine from negative sources, right? Because that dopamine is like a reward, right? It's like a reward, and if you reward yourself for doing things that you don't want to do, you're going to do more of it. You're going to do more of whatever you get a reward from. And when you fucking new bitch, you're going to get a dopamine reward from
the new one. It ain't.
It's the new one.
All that same. I fucked you already. Leave me alone.
You're going to get
that new head on the wall. That new predator skull shined up.
Exactly.
You understand me?
So like I try. What I've done is I've trained my mind to receive dopamine from like new money. New deals, you know what I'm saying?
That is the best.
Hitting new goals, right? And they're more difficult though. That's the problem. It's more difficult, and you can't get instant.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, I can get instant gratification from a video game. Facts. I can get instant gratification from a blunt. I can get instant gratification from some chick. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the problem is it trains you to. That gratification, that reward is going to train you. Whatever a human is rewarded for, they're going to do more of, right? So there's that. That's the thing.
It's 100% fact. Nothing you're saying is wrong. And
I'm not saying if it's working, then do it. You know.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I got my work ethic is crazy. At the same time, it's not a great thing. It's not, and I'm not like, I'm 43. It shouldn't be still doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, you cool. Like I've been cool. Like it is a problem. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that I enjoy, and that's the only thing I really enjoy outside of working out and getting money. Exactly. I don't do nothing else. So that's the instant thing a woman to say about you don't smoke, you don't drink. What you do? You got a lot of.
Yeah,
you're right. You know what I'm saying? But it's understood that it like. Once you know something is a problem, you can work on it. And I got way better. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So over time, I'm getting there. I'm getting older. Hey, I'm halfway dead. So I got a little more time. You know what I'm saying?